Hi guys, welcome back on my YouTube channel. So today is the second part of the Ultimate Beginner Guide. So you should have farmed a lot of materials, you should have a lot of champs level 60, a lot of relics level 60, and then a lot of Vigor sets. So let's see what should you do after that.
This could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
So the next step after that you farmed Invade and Haldry is to focus on the Shrine of Storms because you will want to rake your relics, and also in the dungeon equipment you're gonna need to farm keepsake sets. And I'm gonna show you one team to farm these two contents. So let's start with TARASK. Here is the team that you're gonna need to use for Terrasque and also for the dungeon that will allow you to farm the keepsake ARSELLUS. You will need to have Sergius. It is easy to get Sergius. You will have a lot of queens from PvP, especially when you start the game. So I recommend you to buy a Sergius at least one time, because even if they nerfed him, he will be very useful. And I don't even recommend you to use his flame relic, because now the root relic is even better in my opinion. Now let's speak about Merlin. You're gonna need to have the flame relic of Merlin, so don't forget at some point of the game to try to unlock his flame relic with the wish list, because Merlin in flame relic is gonna be very important even for some very late game content, so it's not a waste to unlock his flame relic. You're gonna need to play Galleon, as I said in my video, my ultimate beginner guide video part 1. You have to unlock at least one copy of Gideon, because she's gonna be very useful on all the different content that you will be able to reduce the attack bar, and on Terrasque you will be able to reduce the attack bar. And the last champ is obviously Morgan. Morgan is, as I said, the most broken champ in the game, so you can use her absolutely everywhere. Let's speak about the detailed skill holder settings. You can spam skill 1 with Gillian. She's just there for the passive. You will be able to reduce the attack cost, it will bring some healed, and it will also charge the attack cost. So she is mainly here to recharge the vigor of the team and to increase and decrease the attack cost in the fight. Merlin, you're gonna need to spam skill 3, then skill 2. You can even do something like that. I think it's much more optimized to use that skill order. Now let's speak about Sergius. You have to make the rotation skill 2, then skill 3. And Morgan gonna just spam the skill 2. Obviously, this is why we use her, to reduce the attack gauge and the trigger that thinks it will decrease the defense and increase the damage taken. So even with 4 supports, will all have this buff. This one is also a buff. It will increase the critical strike chance rate and decrease the evasion of the boss. So even with this support, you're gonna deal enough damage to kill the Terrasque. But as you will see, he will not even play. So it's just gonna be a long time fight, but it's gonna be pretty safe. There. And this one is very important, because when you put the attack gauge disruption, then the left arm of Terrasque will not be able to charge the attack gauge of the boss. Let's check the skill of the left arm. Within distance, she can recharge the Terrasque's attack gauge by 60%, but with the flame relic of Merlin, you will be able to put this debuff, and so the left arm will not be able to charge the attack gauge of the boss, and that's why the boss will never play. You have enough reducing attack gauge skills to not allow the boss play. So we finished TARASK. As you can see, this is not a speed team, but everything that I'm showing you in my ultimate beginner guide is how to rush the game. So you will be able to farm the Terrasque very fast, even the last stage. If you use this team, okay, it's not gonna be fast, but you you will not need to invest on a lot of champs. So if you have enough time to restart your fight, your runs, then it should not be a problem for you. And in this game, you can make repeat battle like 100 times. So it doesn't matter that much if it's so, like you can start fights, you can go eat, you can go do your exercise or whatever you want. You you will use all your energy if you can optimize your time while you play the game. And yeah, that's why I recommend you to don't invest on specific champ just for Terrasque. All of the champs that I'm showing you here are very useful and usable in the very late game content, PvP, PvE. So this is not a waste. You're not gonna need a lot of champs to finish all of the different contents in the game. And this is my target. We slowly prepare the late game, and we don't waste any resources when we will need to farm Terrasque and um, forgot. Let's check it. Forgot the name. And we will finish to and ARSELLUS. Then we will be almost done for all the beginners contents, and we will be able to start to focus on the very late game content. Our target is the Hell of Conquerors. I would like to make like some beginner guides to try to get as much rewards as possible on this content when you start the game. I believe that it's possible to got some decent content even for beginners in the Hall of Conquerors, but to reach that target, we need to optimize all the resources that we will spend on the different champs in this game. So keep that in mind. We also prepare the late game content in the video that I showed you. So let's check what should look like the skill order settings, because as always it matters a lot to make the run much more safe and much faster. So you should do something like that for Merlin. Morgan will spam skill 2, and then for Gideon you should be able to spam skill 2 and maybe make rotation with skill 1. If you notice that you have a lot of vigor, then just spam the skill 2, but it doesn't matter that much. So let's see what will happen during the fight. So as you noticed, it was pretty easy. The boss didn't hit me at all. So you should not have any issue to survive during this fight. It's just gonna be long time run, but as I said, you must optimize the resources that you're gonna use on the different champs, and I think this is the most optimized way to farm all of this contents without using too much resources. So now let's speak about the last one, Gorgos. Gorgos is very good dungeon for gold and potion experience. So on my last video, the part one of the Ultimate Beginner Guide, I told you that you need to unlock one copy of Lancelot. And this is where basically you're gonna use Lancelot, because Lancelot is the goat of dot, and Gorgos is very vulnerable to dot mechanic. So if you use Lancelot and Merlin, then you can kill Gorgos with only these two champs. So for the last two slots, I just recommend you to put right here the champs that you want to level up, because they will got a lot of experience in Gorgos. So for example, I would like to level up my Gawain, and also yes, this guy. So I will just lock S1 on them, and there I can start the fight, and you will see that Merlin and Lancelot will easily kill the boss. They can kill the boss because Merlin will normally you should not play like that this team. You're gonna need to play first with Merlin to hello Lancelot to got the immunity that things of dots. And so this is why he should not die in your fight, because he will have the dot immunity, and so the boss will not be able to land this debuff on him. But even without that, it's very easy for me to kill Gorgos, but this is not how you should play this duo. Remember that you need to play first with Merlin to spam skill 2, and after that you have to play with Lancelot. If you don't respect the speed order, so you could have some problem to survive during this fight. So this is all I have for you guys. I showed you 3 defense team. It should be the second part of your experience in King Archer Legends Rise. In the first part, I showed you how to farm the materials for level up, the relics, and the champs. And I also showed you how to got some decent Vigor set in Apolea. And so on this video, I showed you how to farm the Shrine of Storms, how to farm ARSELLUS, and how to farm Gorgos. So this is all I have for you for the second part. I hope to see you for the third part. It's still gonna be interesting. And bye bye guys, enjoy playing.